The Density Dilemma. 50 Years of Urban Transformation. Introduction. The Urban Pulse. Have you ever wondered what the world looks like when you remove the empty spaces? When we look at global maps, we often see vast, open territories. But if we strip away the wilderness and focus strictly on where people actually live, a completely different reality emerges. Today, we are looking at the density champions, the territories that have redefined what it means to coexist in tight spaces. From 1970 to 2023, we're witnessing a 53-year experiment in human survival and ingenuity. This isn't just a data visualization. It is the heartbeat of our modern, hyper-connected world. Welcome to the journey of the top 15 most densely populated countries on Earth. 1970 to 1980, the dawn of the modern city. We begin in 1970. The world was a very different place. Looking at the chart, Macau and Monaco are already outperforming everyone else. It's fascinating to see how they staked their claim so early. But look at the rest of the list. Bermuda, Malta, Barbados. These are smaller territories that were just beginning to feel the pressure of rising populations. As we progress through the 70s, the growth is steady. It's a rhythmic, organic increase. In these years, global urbanization was just beginning to take root as a dominant force in human history, changing how we build, how we commute, and how we define home. 1980 to 1995, the vertical expansion. Now, we hit the late 80s and early 90s. This is a critical turning point. Notice how the gap between the top three and the rest of the pack begins to widen. This represents a fundamental shift in infrastructure. When space is limited, there is only one way to go. OP. This era saw a massive surge in high-rise architecture and vertical logistics. Countries like Singapore and Hong Kong were essentially forced to innovate. They didn't have the luxury of horizontal expansion, so they became the masters of efficiency. By 1995, we aren't just seeing more people. We're seeing a total redesign of human society. 1995 to 2010, the logistics challenge. As we enter the new millennium, the data starts to tell a more complex story. We aren't just looking at population growth anymore. We're looking at the logistical weight of that growth. How do you provide clean water, energy, and waste management for 15,000 or 16,000 people per square kilometer? By 2005, the competition is fierce. You'll notice constant shifts in the rankings as new countries enter the top 15, reflecting economic booms and migration surges. It's a dynamic, living chart. Every year that passes, the challenge for these governments becomes exponentially harder. 2010 to 2023, the 20,000 person threshold. We are now in the modern era. Look at Macau's trajectory. It hasn't just grown, it has pushed past the 20,000 mark. That is a staggering figure. To live in a space where, theoretically, every square kilometer holds over 20,000 individuals. That requires a level of technological and societal coordination that we often take for granted. Singapore, Hong Kong, and the others remain crowded, yet they function with incredible precision. This is the ultimate test of human adaptability. We are living in an increasingly packed planet, and these charts are the blueprints for how we manage it. Conclusion: the future of our spaces. So, where do we go from here? As these bars continue to climb, we're left with a question. Is there an upper limit to how dense a society can become before it reaches its breaking point? Or is humanity just getting started? I hope this visual journey through the last half-century has changed the way you look at the world around you. If you learned something new, hit that like button, share this video, and make sure you're subscribed for more deep dive analytics and data stories. Thanks for joining me on this journey, and I'll see you in the next one.